Sasuke Uchiha here, Wagwan. So welcome back to the channel, where today we'll be continuing our series on the strength or ninja rank assessment or estimation of the members of Team 7 in the Boruto Naruto Next Generations anime and manga. Of course, if you've watched my two previous videos in the series where I talk about Sasuke Uchiha and Kawaki, you would know that I'm doing this with the main intention of assessing their strength going into the latest chapter of Boruto, which doesn't drop until the next 2 weeks, give or take. Chapter 14, Team 7 will be going up against a member of the Kara organization, who is arguably, based on statements and just deducing certain things, this character should be as strong as adult Sasuke. So I thought it'd be fun to actually go over the members of Team 7 and kind of see where they stack up against Boro individually. Not that they stand a chance individually, if I'm assessing the situation right. But yeah, for those of you who actually are Naruto fans but aren't really into Boruto per se, or haven't really caught up with the manga, I think this will be a nice little tidbit to look at Boruto's character and how strong he really and truly is. So yeah, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed anything I had to say. Leave a like if you did, or dislike if you didn't, I guess. So yeah, getting right into it. And of course, spoilers ahead for those of you who don't read the manga or haven't caught up for the most part. Ooh, so yeah, get into it, guys. Boruto Uzumaki, the son of the 7th Hokage Naruto Uzumaki and Hinata Hyuga, and the disciple of Sasuke. Now, honestly, going by that alone, this character, the new main character, has a lot going for him. And unlike how Kid Naruto was portrayed in his series, Boruto is cut from a different cloth in terms of his skill and his overall, he's not stupid. if you're asking me, Boruto, if you were to place him back in the time of, say, Naruto, he would be like comparable to like Sasuke and Neji in terms of being classed as a prodigy, if you ask me. Now, if you look at it, the first thing we have to look at is Boruto's BS compatibility. Now, we've had characters like Kakashi say that Boruto's skill set, I believe this was said during the events of the Genin or the graduation exams, that Boruto's skill set could even be classified as Chunin level. So we can establish a clear baseline there. Let's put him as a low tier Chunin where that's concerned, and there is evidence to back this up. Compared to Naruto, who actually didn't get any changes in chakra nature until his Rasen Shuriken training, where it was found out that he had wind release, Boruto currently has 3 changes in chakra nature: wind, lightning, and water. So that is a far cry. That's like 4 years earlier than how Naruto would have the age Naruto achieved it, because Boruto at this point in the timeline is about 12, 13, give or take. So 3 to 4 years compared to when Naruto got his first change in chakra nature. So that's the first indication. His hand-to-hand combat skills is actually pretty decent. He can fight someone like Sarada, who has a Sharingan, so that's nothing to joke about. And he also has the basics of the gentle fist down pat, based on, I would imagine, his either Hinata or his aunt Hinabi, or probably even his grandfather might have taught him the basics. As we've seen in Boruto Naruto the movie and the Boruto anime, he does know that as well. So as we can see, covering his BS compatibility, he's already like, say, low tier Chunin level, if you ask me. Now, that aside, for those of you who actually read the Boruto manga, you would know that, and well, even if you don't read the manga, you would have seen in the first episode or first chapter of the series where we got the flash forward where Boruto's fighting against Kawaki in a destroyed Konoha, where they activate these quote-unquote curse seals. For those of you who read the manga, we know that we're talking about the karma seal that Boruto has. And based on what we've seen in the Boruto manga so far, even based on statements by Kawaki, we know that the first stage of karma that we see Boruto has, it provides a significant boost in his power, quote unquote, as Kawaki puts it. We literally had a training session in the manga where Boruto was going up against Naruto, and you know, Naruto obviously won't be going all out even in his BS state, and he was basically just, you know, pushing Boruto around. But once Boruto activated his karma, he actually forced Naruto to use at least one shadow clone, and Naruto pointed out that, yo, his skill, well, not his skill, sorry, his power, his overall power and his jutsu strength was raised to a ridiculous level. Well, still manageable for Naruto because it's Naruto, but you get the idea. So there's that. Also, based on the flash forward, and as we've seen them do throughout the Boruto Naruto Next Generations anime, the Jougan, the eye technique that Boruto has. No, we don't know much about it. It is an Otsutsuki, well, it does seem to be an Otsutsuki based eye. I believe it translates to pure eye. Based on recent episodes, we know characters like Urashiki Otsutsuki basically said that it was a troublesome eye to deal with. And based on the anime so far, the abilities that I've observed is the fact that he's able to see breaks in the dimensional wall. So for example, if he's fighting someone like Kaguya or say Obito or even Urashiki himself, like we've seen in the actual anime, when he's doing his space-time ninjutsu, Boruto can see where the jutsu is going to like open and close essentially, and it does seem to have some abilities to transport him to other dimensions, as well as like similar to how the Sharingan can like predict movements. It does seem to have a degree of that as well. So yeah, crazy to think. Now, all things considered, his ability to, you know, have 3 changes in chakra nature, his decent hand-to-hand combat skills, he's more or less a prodigy compared to Kid Naruto, the Karma and Jougan. It's safe to say Boruto is at least a at least a high tier chunin, at most probably a low tier jonin if you ask me. The thing is that what we have to remember is that even though I've been assigning these ranks to so far Kawaki, Boruto, and Sarada, a lot of the high tier estimations in terms of rank that I've given these characters, they can only achieve them in their highest state, and that's pretty obvious. But these highest states, for lack of a better term, are states that they can't like consciously, you know, you make use of. For example, in Boruto's case, he can't just like, he hasn't reached the point where he can like activate his karma seal and his Jougan just like that. It's very like circumstantial. So yeah, that's the reality of it. So it's not like if you fight Boruto, you're gonna like consistently be fighting him at like say low tier Jonin level, if you get what I mean. So yeah, but all in all, it's still very impressive. I may even be lowballing or like underestimating Boruto. I could probably rank him a bit higher, but honestly, it's very impressive. And I know it sounds crazy for them to be this ridiculous, but honestly, when I think back on the whole part 1 Naruto and like Naruto Sasuke and some of the other characters in the main cast back then, you know, in terms of their overall combat ability, all things considered, they were pretty ridiculous. I could probably rate Kid Naruto as a high tier chunin as well, if not low tier jonin, when you consider its overall combat ability. I mean, 9 tails, shadow clone, ridiculous amount of chakra, but whatever. This isn't a video about Naruto, Kid Naruto, so I just a little comparison there for the most part. Ooh. But yeah, but anyway, let me know if I missed anything, guys. Do you agree with my assessment or my ranking of Boruto based on the things I've placed on the table about him? As I said, chakra nature, great hand-to-hand combat abilities, the Jougan, Karma. Honestly, he has a bright future in terms of his potential. So I'm really interested in seeing how strong teenage Boruto is, or at least 16-year-old Boruto is, that's in the flash forward. It's going to be crazy. He's more likely to be like Kage level, like probably like high tier Kage level more than likely. So yeah, that's gonna be a treat to see. But anyway, Sasuke Uchiha, rate, comment, and subscribe. I haven't recorded the Mitsuki one yet. He's the last character I have to do for Team 7. I might drop that next week, just talking about him. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and again, thanks for all those who've subbed to the channel. I'm over 300 subscribers now, so I'm definitely, well, the plan is to do a live stream this weekend, so look out for that. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about just yet, but yeah, it should be interesting nonetheless. But anyway, Sasuke Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.